Okay, I'm going to carry on with this because it's a working shop and there's absolutely no way that I'm going to actually get. We've been sort of waiting to do this for about an hour, and you know, noises and this, that, and that. So just excuse us if, like, you hear the phone ringing or the doorbell or customer speaking and everything like that. It's just the way it is. So sorry about that. Anyway, welcome back. Right, okay, yeah, I'm just going to ignore the hammering as well. We're fixing a BSA Scorpion up at the moment, anyway, so welcome back. I suppose it's like waiting for the number 3 bus, so like all of a sudden there's nothing and then you've got like six at once. And we have got a few items today, so I'm gonna hopefully crack on with it. So it's not going to be mega detailed, and to be honest with you, a couple of these items have actually been covered by other channels that do sort of more in-depth reviews. I guess like what I'm here for is just to sort of say we've got them in stock, and if there's anything I sort of think you need to know, whether they're good or bad, I'm going to point it out to you. Anyway, you maybe you know, I don't know whether you do know, but we've been sort of doing a lot of stocks recently. We started off with the Craftsman Vit bullpup stocks, which have been like immensely popular and people love them. But we wanted more, and we were struggling to find somebody in the UK that could supply us with the stocks that we wanted on a regular basis. And I'm not saying there aren't good stock makers. There's some awesome stock makers out there in the UK. And if you want to wait a few weeks for them, you know, you get a brilliant product. But we wanted something that we could have on the shelf. And also as well, we used to deal with Lukas Parsley a little while ago, and Lukas, a lot of his stuff was handmade. It was time consuming to make, and you know, it was really nice, but we just couldn't get the quantities that we wanted. Well, Lukas has actually sort of gone a step up, and a lot of his stuff now is CNC machined. His designs have actually come on massively, and you might have just seen this new design PRS stock, which is like a bench rest style stock. And he was making this for firearms, and I love the look of it that much. I said, look, can you make one for an air rifle? And he's started off by making one for the 97/77, the Virac, and he's going to be making a TX variant, and there's going to be lots of others to come, but he wanted to concentrate on this. So we've actually now got the finished PRS stocks in. A couple of nice things about the PRS that I love is you've got an adjustable cheek piece, but also as well the cheek piece actually cants, so you can move that backwards and forwards, so it fits your face a lot better. You've now got the adjustable cheek pad, and if you want to see this, this is the latest one. Lukas normally works in laminates, but he's making this in walnut. This one I think is £325, and I'll show you. We've actually got a red laminate. And as you can see, that on the gun, and that looks really, really nice, to be honest with you. What I like about this stock, to be honest with you, it's not got too much superfluous stuff on it. It makes a really comfortable stock. You've got the 2 adjustments that are really essential to get it to fit. But apart from that, he's kept the weight down, he's made it look right, and he's kept the price reasonable. Like I said, $325. I think there's 3 different colours available. So these are in stock now. HW97, 77, others to follow. The other, you know, I talked about the Lukas Parsley stock, but also as well Craftsman Vit, we used to do the bullpups. Craftsman Vit has decided to branch out into full-size stocks, and this is his first one. This is available for the S400 stroke S410 series. It's walnut. I mean, it's different to everything else out there, and I really like it, to be honest with you. Another nice thing that you can't appreciate when you're looking at it through a TV screen is the weight. This thing is really, really lightweight. It's got the pistol grip's excellent. It's the usual Craftsman Vit quality. But this one is £325, so same price as the Lukas Parsley stock. Very, very different, really nice. So we've got those in stock as well. I think Craftsman Vit, as usual, has done an excellent job of his design. Okay, so these will be on the website. Well, in fact, I think they're on the website now, aren't they? Yeah, they're on the website now. $325. Like I said, $410 to start off with, and again he's making other variants to follow. Okay, so that's the stocks out of the way. I'll do pistols next. Now, I'm literally gonna spend a few seconds on this because everybody might have seen this already. I haven't done a video for a couple of weeks, so I'm a little bit late to the party. But this is the M17 from Sig Sauer. There's already a lot of Sig Sauer pistols out. It's got certain things about it that are similar to the other Sig Sauers. The main thing you'll notice is the extended mag there. And when I released the magazine, what you've got, instead of the old Sig Sauers having the CO2 bulb mechanism actually built into the pistol grip and the magazine is separate, this is like sort of one piece, but also as well you press the button on the front and that actually does remove the magazine. Now the magazine is the rotary belt system, and this is 20 shot. It fires pellets. They're quoting 430 foot per second. It actually does about 350. I guess unless you're using pellets that weigh the same amount as polystyrene or paper, I don't even know how you're going to get 430 foot per second. But it does about 350, which to be honest with you, for back garden plinking, messing about, is perfectly adequate. I wouldn't really recommend this for any type of vermin control whatsoever. It's not enough, but tin cans and stuff like that, absolutely great. Looks wise, you might like it, you might not. I must admit, I'm not really over keen on the extended magazine, but again, it's authentic. It's how it should be. It's blowback. It's £189. If you want to look at detailed reviews, there's loads out there already. I think Mike Duffy's done one, which is Edgun TV. So maybe go and have a look at Mike's video on that, because Mike is really good. He goes into a lot of detail about stuff. It's not what I'm into, to be honest with you. You've seen it elsewhere. So have a look at Mike's review on how it works and everything like that. But these are available right now. They're only available in this finish. I'd like to see a black one, to be totally frank with you. This finish in the other range of Sig pistols sells around about 10-15%, so I think that's actually going to limit its appeal. But if you like the sort of tan sand look, or FDE, flat dark earth look, I guess you'll like this, but I'd like to see this in black. £189. I personally think it's a little bit on the expensive side. I'd like to see it about 150, 160, but at the end of the day, it's not me that's producing them, that's the cost, that's the way they are. But nice little pistol from Sig. I think Sig are doing a really good job with the pistols. I'd like to see Sig produce some more rifles, and better quality rifles, and more interesting semi-automatic rifles. But hey ho, that's just me. So that's the M17. Again, in stock now, £189. Okay, so there's that. Everybody's been waiting for these as well. And I'll give you the bad news now. It's not the one that you're getting really excited about. This is the Glock 17. It's actually made by Umarex. It's licensed by Glock, which means they put all the logos and everything on it. It looks very, very authentic. Now, the first one that came out was 99 quid, and it was a non-blowback BB firer. This one is a blowback BB firer. Okay. In fact, actually, I'm just checking. We've got gas in it. We've got no pellets, and you'll see the blowback mechanism. Okay, so you've got the blowback mechanism there. It's a really nice crisp action, actually. It feels really nice, and I tell you what, the looks, they've got it absolutely spot on. But this one is only BBs. There is going to be a pellet firer to come. Would I wait out for the pellet firer?
Yes.
Possibly, yeah, because pellets are a little bit more accurate, but the thing is, it depends on what range you're shooting. If you're only going to be shooting tin cans in your back garden at 10 metres, and you're going to make sure you've not got a backstop that ricochets, then there's nothing wrong with the pellet one, and it is going to be cheaper. I think this one's coming in at £129. The pellet one, I've heard they're going to be about £160, but it might be more. Whether you think it's worth the extra, I don't know. But the worst thing is that we have still not got a delivery date on the pellet one, which is driving us insane. Because all our customers want them. But this one is sort of a bit of a stopgap, and I just think they've done an absolutely fantastic job. It's great to see a pistol come out that's not a representation as such, and they've got things wrong. They do actually seem to have got it just about spot on. Okay, and again, if you want to see an in-depth video on how it all operates, there's plenty of guys out there, so you know you can find the information you want. But that is the Glock 17 from Umarex. I think they're doing a great job in stock now. One thing you won't see on other videos is we have a customer that comes in who loves all his engineering and his metalwork stuff. I'll try and get a close-up of this on the videos as well, because it's going to be difficult for you to see from sort of 7 foot away. But he's been designing bolts, and they are really, really cool bolts. That one has got a dragon head on it. You've got a bird skull, and I think he does other skulls as well. And these basically go straight on your S400, S410. Just literally, and he does them for day states now as well. And these have been really popular. The really cool thing is these are averaging around about 30 quid. Which I sort of think for the quality of design and looks, and these, by the way, are stainless steel, they're not monkey metal. They're actually really, really nicely made, really well done. And not everybody's cup of tea, but if you like that sort of thing, I think you can't really get any better. The guy's actually called Stomper. He's a good friend of mine, but he, like I say, he makes all these sorts of weird and wonderful gadgets. In fact, he's been making some steampunk stuff as well, which is just really cool. And he's made a Game of Thrones dragon egg out of about 700 pieces, which is spectacular. But anyway, that's his bolts. We've got those in stock. They're on the website. They're about 30 quid a piece. Just, I don't know, airgun jewellery, I guess you could call it. Just really pretty things. So that's Stomper Creations bolts. Okay. And last but definitely, by no means least, we have got a new rifle. Now, I think there's been a bit of a dearth of properly new rifles this year. Everything's variations on a theme. You know, you've got a HW 110 carbine, which is just a 110. It's a little bit shorter. You know, you did get the BSA Defiant. Probably less I say about that, the better, to be honest with you. I get in enough trouble already. But actually, this is great. And so I'm going to show you this. It comes in a nice plastic box. It's actually made by Umarex, which is German. Okay, so you get the box. The box is 29 quid worth, which is a nice little touch. And inside the box, you get... You should need instructions for opening it, to be totally honest with you. I'm bloody hopeless at it. Right, there we go. Okay, what we've got is we've got the new Umarex RP5. What the hell's an RP5? Okay, it's a pump action, lowish powered. I guess you could call it a fun gun, but I think actually it should be called a ratter, because this thing is like, it's almost as if somebody's designed this to be great for close range vermin control. I tell you what I'll do, we've been messing about with these. In fact, we've been selling a few of these, and I built one up, so I'm just going to get that one and show you. But what we've got is we've got the gun itself, we've got the usual excellent Umarex instructions, okay, in the box, and you've got 2 5-shot magazines. And what it builds up to is that. Okay, now all I've done with this is, obviously you don't get these in the box, so don't think you're going to get a free scope and a free silencer. But I've put one of the gorgeous little liquid carbon silencers on it, which it's basically a Huggy. It's like look-alike, but it's all carbon fibre, and it's got some really cool internals, which are all 3D printed, but he's put something in the 3D print to make it stronger and to absorb some of the sound waves. It's all magic. But that there is, I think about £39. So we've added one of those onto it, and we put one of my favourite smaller scopes, which is the Conus, the AS34, which is a 2 to 6 mag by 26mm lens, I think. And it's got lots of nice gadgets, but we're not going to talk about the scope right now, because the RP5 is the cool thing that I want to talk about today. So what's interesting about this is, well, that fore end there is a pump action. Okay, so I don't know whether you can see that, but there is like a giant button on the side of it there, okay, where my finger is. And basically, if you press that, pump it back, shoot forward again, and then fire. So the nice thing is with this is it's a legal pump action air rifle that runs off CO2 bulbs. No issues with the law whatsoever. This is 100% legal, and you've got very, very quick firing Very, very quick firing gun. With a 5-shot magazine that automatically indexes, which is obviously the important point. There's not really much point in having a pump action if you've got to operate another mechanism to shoot it. But basically, from front to back, that's where you put the CO2 bulbs. I've already put 2 in. I should have shown you, to be honest with you, but I'm an idiot, and I put them in because I wanted to play with it. So one bulb goes in neck first, that punches. The other one goes in bum first, and the head punches when you screw that up. The magazine system, which I was just showing a customer, is a 5-shot inline magazine. So basically all you do is you put 1 pellet into the hole, and then you push that across and put another pellet into the hole, blah, 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 blah. So you've got 5 shots. Pump that mechanism back. Now, I haven't got my glasses on at the moment, so I actually can't see what I'm doing, which is really handy. I should wear my glasses, shouldn't I? But anyway, that basically fits in. Oh my god, it's embarrassing, isn't it? It's only getting old. Do you know what? Yeah. There we are. Okay, so the magazine basically just pushes in. Yeah, do you know what? I could probably practice this about 100 times, get it right every time. And as soon as I'm like recording, it's just not happening at all. Okay, so the magazine pushes in there, and then when you push it forward like that, that actually keeps the magazine in place. And then all you do to operate it, now I put gas in this because, like I say, we've been playing with it. And all you do to operate it is push the button, push back, forward. Okay, so when you're actually shooting it, I'm in shot, not right. When I'm shooting it, so basically you go, okay, 5 shots, and then all you do then again is take that out, pull that out from the top, and put another magazine in. Really, I mean, if you've got like rats or vermin or God knows what, small vermin, I wouldn't recommend this for rabbits. This is just going to be an absolute scream. I think it's 8. They call it 8 foot-pounds. We've chronographed this with just a couple of pellets, to be honest with you, and they were slightly heavy pellets. I think we were putting Air Arms Fields in them, which are about 16 grains, which is probably not the right pellet, but they're accurate. We were getting 6.5 foot-pounds, which is more than adequate for close-range vermin control. I've got a HW45 fire rack and I shoot rats up to about 10 metres, and I've chronographed mine, that's doing just about 5 foot-pounds, so this is a little bit more. So 6.5, nice. Exactly what you want. Unfortunately, I haven't counted the number of shots yet, but I think you're probably going to get about 30 shots per 2 bulbs. If you buy the bulbs right in quantity, it's not going to be an expensive thing to run. Other things, you've got a little rail that comes as standard. In fact, it comes in the box with it already on. I think that would be perfect for a little lamp, torch, or laser if you're doing a bit of ratting in barns and stuff like that. The rail on top there is Picatinny. So in other words, if you've got a normal air rifle scope, you have got the option of unscrewing that, and underneath there is a 9.5 to 10.5 mil rail. But if you're going out and buying something for it, just buy Picatinny, which is 22 mil diameter. Would I really have a scope on it? Probably not, to be totally frank with you. I just had this lying around and it's a cracking scope. I think I'd probably go for a red dot. And the nice thing is with red dots are cheap. You can get a red dot 20 quid. If you get a fairly fancy red dot, you're looking at about 40 or 50. But the 20 quid ones would be more than adequate. And I think that would make an absolutely fabulous little kit. Price, yeah, you'll need to know about the price, $329. So it's not the cheapest, but actually, and again, what you can't appreciate is the build quality. I don't know whether anybody's ever had a rat catcher. That was the big seller, for short, low powered back garden fun guns. The Craftsman rat catcher was absolutely fantastic. They were only about 115 quid. This thing is not built like a rat catcher. This is actually solid. You can actually grab it and twist, and it doesn't fold in half. It doesn't feel like it's going to crack or break. So I think you're going to get better long-term reliability. I think that the build construction is a lot better, and that's hard to see on the videos because it's $329. You're sort of thinking, "Oh, that's quite expensive," but it's not a rat catcher build quality. It's much better. I've got a feeling we're going to see like conversions for these as well, probably constant air conversions as well. So it'd be interesting to see if the aftermarket guys pick this gun up and run with it, because I think this is going to be fantastic. And this is going to be an upgrade to my HW45. I think that's going to be really good fun for blasting a few rats with. So yeah, there you go, really nice. These are available. We've got these in stock now. Like I said, 100% legitimate, legal, no issues whatsoever, to be honest with you. The importers have double checked, everything is absolutely spot on, because I know that some people can be a little bit sniffy about pump action. You know, there was issues with some previous pump action rifles not falling slightly foul of the law, but this, no problem at all. It's been 100% checked out, so I'm confident that we can sell them and you'll have no issues whatsoever. So there you go. That's the Umarex RP5, and like I say, in stock and on the website now. But if you want to come in and have a look at one or have a play with one, feel free. We've got them in. Right, okay. I don't know whether I've missed anything. It feels like I've got everything that I need to say. Oh, I have missed something. Okay. Everybody knows that we're big fans of the Edgun. The Lesy's just, I mean, I don't even understand that rifle, because like that rifle shouldn't perform like it does. It's absolutely phenomenal. And we were a little bit sort of, you know, is it something that we want to get into because it's quite expensive, and we want to make sure, we want to be 100% confident that these things are quality. The Lesy's completely solved that issue. We know now that like we've made a great choice in getting the Edguns in stock. But the Edgun do other stuff, and we've got these now, which is the Lelya. Now, I haven't got a lot. I don't want this video to run on for too long. All I wanted to do is show you the Edgun Lelya. It's so different to what is available right now, and the engineering and build just phenomenal. It's not cheap like all Edguns. I think this could come in at $14.95. So, you know, it's a really considered purchase. And I don't think I'm going to do it justice by like talking about it for 30 seconds. I'm not going to persuade anybody. But what I'd like you to see is that we've got them in stock. I'd like you to come down and have a look at one if you're interested, and handle it, and even put some pellets through it. We've got nothing to hide. We feel that this is a legitimate, strong contender at that sort of price. In fact, actually, if I had £1,500 at the moment in my pocket and I wanted something small, light, and lovely to shoot, this would be on my short list of maybe 2, maybe. And actually the other one would be the Impact, and everybody knows that I didn't like the Impact, but funnily enough, that leads me on to another thing. So we've got these in stock. Come down and have a look at one. And the other thing is that when I criticised FX for producing the Impact, it's not because I hated FX. I don't hate FX. I actually really like FX. In fact, actually, I had a Streamline last year, so I obviously can't hate them. But we wanted them to be right, and we were disappointed that FX were bringing products out and then they were taking a while to get them to the point where, in my opinion, they were saleable at that price. You know, you can't make excuses. It's a 1,500 quid gun. It's not a 50 quid gun. These things have to come out of the box and be absolutely perfect, and they weren't. So what we decided to do is decided not to stock them, because I felt that it's just disrespectful to our customers, to be honest with you, to knowingly sell them something that they're going to have problems with. It's the dumbest thing ever, but there you go. So we decided, we actually spoke to the importers, and the importers are ASI, they're a good company, they're good people. And I said to them, I said, look, like when you feel that the impacts are right for us and ready for us, and they would perform how they're supposed to perform and they're worth the money, let me know. Well, we got a phone call off them, and the phone call was basically saying, yeah, we're happy with it. the SD card ran out while I was talking to you, so actually the reason I'm telling you is because like while Andrew was replacing the SD card in the camera, because I've been talking too much, I told her, oh, it'll be a 5-minute episode as usual. I thought, do you know what? I thought, well, what else is there? And the short list of 2 would be the Lelya or the Impact, and I was like looking at them, just sort of thinking, which really would I buy? And I couldn't decide, so I asked the guys, and Sean said Impact. So that's 1 vote for the Impact. Danny?
Impact.
Okay, so we've got 2 votes for the Impact. This is all my staff, by the way. Spiro?
I said Lelya.
So Spiro go for the Lelya, and Andy, who's just actually got on the phone with the customer, also said Lelya. So that's 2 votes each. And I, you know, this isn't controversial because who gives a monkey's what I think. But at the end of the day, I think I'd go for an Impact as well. And I never thought I'd say that since all the problems with the Impact. But yeah, I'd probably go for the Impact. So that's, I guess that's 3-2. But you know, you're the one that's going to decide. You're the one that can come down and have a look at them and decide whether you know which one you want, if either. It's funny actually because Spiro, the first thing Spiro said was HW100, but he's an awkward bugger at the best of times. So like, but I get it. You know, I understand. Like, you know, that's the way it is. Anyway, I've bleated on for way too long now. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping to get the Airgun of the Year. That's just going to be something else. The Airgun of the Year video, because it's just like you wouldn't believe how ridiculous it's become. When you think you've got it sorted out, and then you ask you ask your customers what do you want to see, and every customer has said, don't just do one, Lloyd, do a cheap one and an expensive one, do like one for under £500 and one for over 500. And I thought, yeah, okay, that's great, you know, I'll do what everybody wants. And then I actually got the under £500 one like that. You know, we talked about it, everybody spoke about it. We've come to a completely unanimous decision on Airgun of the Year, under 500 quid. But the one over 500 quid we're having an absolute nightmare with, because to be totally frank with you, there isn't anything.
There is, but it's biased, isn't it?
Well, yeah, okay, Spiro's right. The caveat is that we can't actually say an Airgun of the Year, but it's a little bit biased because we import it, so we're not going to do it. I can't do it because everybody's going to like accuse me of, I don't know, whatever people accuse me of. So I don't know what we're going to do. What do we do? Anyway, we're going to try and decide and get an Airgun of the Year. God, I hope we can get it sorted out before Christmas. But this won't be the last video before Christmas. So we're going to do Airgun of the Year, and we've got a few other bits and bobs we're going to show you as well. So we'll try and get that done next week. Anyway, God, you've listened to me for far too long. If you've managed to make it this far, good on you. But thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.